Make some M&M cookies with me and the kids. So this is actually a recipe I use all the time. I did see someone make these before, and they are the Tanya Burr cookie recipe that is sort of all over TikTok. I basically just put whatever chocolate I want in each time, but I use the main base of the cookie recipe for all the cookies that I make now. So the ingredients are eggs, flour, sugar, butter, a bit of vanilla extract, and then whatever chocolate you're choosing to use. We used a bar of milk chocolate and a bag of just Aldi's own M&M type chocolate. But I've used the same cookie base recipe before and done a Kinder version. I've done a pistachio version, so you can literally just use the base of the cookie dough and put whatever chocolate you want in it. So the kids helped me measure out all the ingredients. I would usually follow the recipe exactly and do it in grams and use my digital scales, but they're actually broke, so we did measure everything in cups. So I screenshotted the recipe, popped it onto ChatGPT and just got them to do a transfer over. That way I knew the measurements in cups rather than grams. It's a bit more difficult using cups when you're measuring the butter, so everything wasn't as accurate as I would have liked, but they did turn out really well considering the measurements were slightly off. So we mixed together all of the cookie dough. You can add a dash of milk if the consistency is sort of a bit too hard. We did put a little bit of milk so it was easier to sort of bind it all together, and then we just formed it into the cookie dough balls. I don't weigh these or anything, I just completely do these by hand, and I think in total we got about 11 cookies out of it, all roughly the same size. And we don't bake these right away, so you can either pop them in the fridge, I can't remember how long it said for, I think it was half an hour, or you can pop them in the freezer, which is what I tend to do. So once the cookies were all rolled into balls, I basically just popped them on a plate, and then I put them into the freezer and I just left them in there. And then a bit later on, I took them off the plate and put them into a freezer bag, so I could basically just get them out and cook them as and when we want them. So this was the finished cookie, super crispy around the edges, super soft on the inside, perfect with a cup of tea or a glass of milk, and they turned out really well.